Yo, what's up, everybody? Patrick LaRouge here from Evolve Restorative Therapy, and I'm on my lovely walk from school, dropping off the kids, doing a daddy thing, and I have things on my mind based off my clients. So, the video tip is from last week as well as this week. I had 2 clients last week and 2 clients this week so far say the same exact thing, and I want to address that. The words that they said is, why do I keep on getting in my way? So we keep on talking about all these different things all the time about different aspects of pain, different aspects of what you have to do, but we don't really always talk about, how the mind works in the way of what's happening. And when my clients come and they say these things, because apparently they're saying it a lot, if you know what you're doing and you know what not to do, why do you keep on doing it? So I'm going to do this I'm going to answer this in 3 ways. 3 answers, let's say. 1, the way the brain works is based off of making mistakes. So you have to make mistakes to learn how to do things. We don't walk into this world with common sense. Common sense is learned by making common mistakes, as well as learning from the people around us, how they act, how they're doing things. So when it comes down to pain, whether it be a shoulder pain and you keep on tweaking yourself, or a back pain that never just goes away, or you keep on doing self-sabotaging behaviors, you procrastinate, you do all these different things. These traits that you have are learned, and you have to realize you have to make mistakes and notice the things that's happening. That's why I'm always consistently saying, notice what you're doing. Be very mindful of what's happening, how it's happening, so you can actually control those things. So that's number 1. You cannot be that hard on yourself, because that's how your brain actually works. Your brain makes mistakes and you learn from it. Oh, look at that. I looked all directions, baby, so I don't get hit. That's what's up. All right, number 2. You can't beat your subconscious. Again, your brain works in a specific way to get you to be more efficient and keep yourself safe. So the subconscious is going to learn something, and it's going to run that program consistently over and over again. So you cannot get too hard on yourself, because your first thing that you do, you're walking around your day and you turn around and you hurt yourself. You go off and you see a piece of bread and you eat the bread even though you're not supposed to. These are just subconscious behaviors that's happening. So you can't get extremely hard on yourself, but what you can control is your next action. So let's say you hurt yourself because you want to pick up your kid. You hurt yourself because you want to pick up something off the floor. Can't change the subconscious behavior of trying to stay clean, trying to move, trying to live. You can't get back mad at that. But what you can do is get yourself cleaned up afterwards. You have to be able to now take the tools that you know and don't get hit by a car. Take the tools that you know and you actually do them. So many people just say, oh, I hurt myself and I didn't do anything. I know what I got to do. I just don't have time. They make up all these excuses on what to do and why they're not doing it, right? So that's 1 and 2. So you can't get really mad at yourself, because 2 leads you to 1. Your subconscious actions allows you to make mistakes. You make mistakes to learn. So number 3, the easiest thing to do to get past all this is stop trying to do everything all at once. Start taking your time in the world and start saying, if you have 88 tasks to do, do them one at a time, especially if you're hurt. I get it. Multitasking, you can get a lot of things done, presumably, but you get more feelings of you're doing a lot of things often. But it really doesn't really work, and you actually stress out your system more. So if you're now living with a pain and you're trying to not hurt yourself, you're going to be more likely to do so and not even notice the things that you're doing. So if you have a shoulder pain or a knee pain or a back pain, or you feel anxious, take your list and say, all right, what can I do right now? This is the only thing I'm going to focus on. And as you focus on that one thing, you're more likely not to do the procrastinating things, the subconscious behaviors of hurting yourself, so on and so forth. And that's what you have to do. Those three things are uber important. One, you learn by mistakes. So take your mistakes with stride, learn from your mistakes by watching them, and then two, realize you can't change the first action, you can change the second action. And that law is based off of making mistakes. So those things are like brother and sister. They can't go anywhere. And then number three is just stop trying to do so much. If you're in pain, stop trying to do everything. I know you were a superwoman or superman once upon a time, but right now you have a chink in your armor. So let's slow down and let's be calm. Right? Once you be calm, things come easier. You start seeing the movements that you do. You start seeing the actions that you're about to do that's going to give you your issues. So my question to you is, how can you slow down? Have you noticed that you're doing too much at once and you don't notice what you're doing, how you're doing it? So that's my question to you. Answer me. Do you do way too much when you're hurt? You try to do your old life in this new body at this painful place. So tell me, how is it? How much things are you trying to do, and does it help by doing it one at a time? So on the next one, guys, later.